Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making zebra cake, so let's get started. The first thing you're gonna do is collect all of your ingredients for the cake mix, which includes 1 cup of milk, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 4 large eggs, 1 cup granulated sugar, 1 cup of vegetable or canola oil, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And for the frosting ingredients, about 1.5 cups of powdered or confection sugar, about 4 tablespoons of milk, a pinch of salt, and a stick of butter at room temperature. Okay, next you're going to get a 9-inch round cake pan and grease it with butter and then put flour on top of that so that your cake doesn't stick to the pan. Now in a medium bowl, you're going to stir together your flour and your baking powder. Okay, now set that aside and grab a big bowl. Okay, now with your hand mixer, you're gonna beat your sugar and your eggs until well combined. Okay, now you're gonna add the milk and the oil and the teaspoon of vanilla. And then you're gonna mix it all up with your hand blender until nicely combined. So now you're going to add the flour mixture to the egg and milk mixture and blend it again. Make sure not to overblend the mixture. Now just take a rubber spatula and clean off the sides into the batter and then mix that all up just so that everything gets into it. Okay, so now you're gonna take your batter and pour half of it into another bowl. And to the new bowl, you're gonna add 3 tablespoons of your cocoa powder. So now that I've done that and my cocoa powder is in there, we're just gonna use a spoon and stir it on up. Right around now, we're gonna preheat our oven to 350 degrees. This is when it gets a little bit odd. So to make the zebra stripes, you have to alternate adding batter to the pan. So first you add some vanilla, then you add some chocolate, and they start to layer and push to the sides, and it makes an amazing pattern. Here we go, starting with vanilla, adding some to the middle of the pan, not that much, just about like that. And then following up with some chocolate. This is what it should start to be looking like. So I just stuck it in the oven and it has to stay in there for 30 to 45 minutes or just until a toothpick can come out clean with no loose batter on it. It's been cooking for about 15 minutes and here's the current status. The cake just got out of the oven and now we have to let it sit and cool before we can put on the frosting or else the frosting will just slide right off. Now my cake is cooled and so we're gonna start on the frosting. So for the frosting, we're gonna add the entire stick of butter and the confection sugar. Once those are in the bowl together, we're gonna grab our mixer and we're just gonna mix it until it's fluffy and light. Once this is beaten, we're gonna add just a little bit of vanilla. And if you're not using salted butter, then you're gonna add just about a pinch of salt. If it's looking pretty thick and not very icing-y, you just add a little bit of milk to kind of thin it out, but not that much, just like a few tablespoons. My icing is fluffy, and now it's time to ice the cake. Here is our finished cake. Thanks so much for baking it with me today. See you next time.